In the Cold War's quiet ring, Pacific Post held stock. Chemical munitions moved and stored under military lock. By the late 1900s, concerns rose after an accidental leak. Public and policy pressure grew. Secrets found and questions peaked. Plans to relocate hazardous stores began in shadowed halls. Operation Red Hat, move and hide. Relocate the stockpiles from island tide, from remote depots out to ocean atoll. Secure the agents, contain the toll. The program prepared handling plans, containers, seals, and crates. Face shipments, specialized crews, and stage logistics gates. Transfer operations split by phase to limit exposure risk. Careful manifests and guarded convoys kept the timetable brisk. Military units and civilian experts coordinated loads. Operation Red Hat, phased and planned. First shipments moved by trained and wary hand. Packaging, labeling, surveillance tight. All the munitions out under constrained light. A major move shifted stock from a forward island base to remote storage. Ships and atoll facilities received cargo with monitoring in shortage. Some transfers were routine, others hurried by diplomatic pressure. Local populations and leaders raised objections that would measure. The relocation aimed to reduce risk near populated zones. Operation Red Hat, distant shore. Store the agents where fewer people more. Restricted access, fenced and cleared. A temporary vault while policy steered. Incidents and leaks before the operation had pushed policy hard. Health impacts and publicity forced planners to discard, oh guard. The logistics required leased land, fortified depots and naval lifts. Specialized containers, trained handlers, and tightly controlled shifts. Environmental and safety monitoring track contamination signs. Records and inventories attempted to preserve accurate lines. Record keeping and oversight proved central to accountability. Operation Red Hat cataloged every crate, inventoried and logged. Sensors, tests, and inspection rounds to make sure nothing dangerous surrounds. After transfer, long-term decisions weigh destruction, storage or return. International pressure and treaties later shape what would be done. Some sites later saw cleanup, other states sealed for years. Debates over veterans' exposures and local effects brought public tears. Health studies and remediation debates followed the move. Operation Red Hat, questions stay. Who was harmed and what price did they pay? Records and redress, medical review. A legacy of toxins to work through. The operation influenced later policy on chemical munitions control. Approaches to storage movement and public notification were made whole. Procedures for risk mitigation, lab testing, disposal plans were changed. Transparency and treaty commitments later rearranged. Lessons learned shaped doctrine for hazardous arms management. Operation Red Hat, policies spun from covert moves to regulated run. Storage rules, international law, change the options nations saw. Local politics and diplomatic ties complicated every choice. Public opposition and elected leaders amplify the voice. Records later released and reporting documented the operations arc. Archive, journalism, and research trace shipment sites and marks. Historical review placed Operation Red Hat in Cold War context. A program to move lethal stores while managing political stress. Did classification and study expanded what the public loves. piece of movement, safety, and review. From island storage to atoll relays, it stands within historical place. Today it's sited in cleanup, work in policy and in law, as an example of how hazardous stocks require oversight and awe. The episode shows logistics, medicine, environment entwined, how wartime stores and peacetime publics must be carefully lined. Understanding needs facts, records, and institutional reform. Operation Red Hat moved and log, a Cold War operation contested, a catalog, relocate, monitor, debate, and mend. A chapter on how nations manage danger and defend. From accidents to policy change, the story maps a course. Hazardous arsenals demand oversight, transparency and force.